you want to check it out and check it out, because you know what, man, I guess you got to keep your friends close, but you got to keep daddy closer. Now Lil Wayne is coming home, all right, the runaway slave who tried to escape, but just like Kunta, man, he got his feet chopped off, he made tapes bawling and screaming about being mistreated, but all he got out of it was a Birdman hand rub and being told he wasn't gonna go nowhere. Now, what I know is that since October 2015, could be sooner, but I heard about it in October, Lil Wayne and Birdman, they have been on speaking terms. Before they weren't on speaking terms, it would be in the same kind of vicinity and not speak to each other, avoid each other, but apparently they started speaking around like October. However, they weren't talking about business, right? Now, you gotta imagine the reason why you wouldn't want to speak to a nigga who calls himself your daddy, but allegedly had your butt shot up, owes you about $50 million, won't put your next album out, throw cups of water while you're performing, right? And then still try to say that he loves you like a son. Come on, man. Now, they've been speaking again, and finally they're talking business, right? They got decades of history together. I mean, Wayne genuinely sees Birdman as a father figure, and just like 50 Cent said, man, that's why I was kind of surprised that Ross went on the Breakfast Club and he spoke out against Birdman. When it's a family issue, you want to stay out of it if you're a mutual party, okay? If you got a relationship with Birdman and also Lil Wayne, you stay out of it, because if you speak out against one, when they come back together, they'll probably just say, fuck you, okay? They'll forgive each other, but they won't be as quick to forgive you. Now, of course, they're talking business, and apparently they have started settlement talks. So they're going to try to squash this whole $50 million lawsuit, and I got to imagine that they're going to be talking more than just about what's owed. Okay, if you heard when Birdman talked to Angie Martinez, his thing was, he said, listen, the number that Wayne's lawyers is coming up with, I don't owe him that much. I'm not saying I don't owe him some money, but definitely not that much. So that was a big contention. So hopefully they could come to some type of agreement. The second thing is they got to come to an agreement on if Lil Wayne could at least have the power to put out his albums when he wants. Lil Wayne is an artist who's seasoned, who's been in the game for way too long, and if you still got to look towards Birdman and you could be held a slave when you've done so much for a label, and I mean two labels, Young Money and Cash Money, and you still are being told what to do by someone who you probably made a billionaire, it's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm hoping he has the power to at least pull the strings on his own projects, because he looks like he doesn't have much power at Young Money, Cash Money at all. So hopefully in the near future that all gets resolved, and of course we get Carter 5. All right, you never know though, because again they started talking numbers. If Lil Wayne says, nah, whoa, you guys aren't giving us a fair offer, they might just say, fuck it, we're going to go back to court. We might be back in the same situation. But the fact that they are talking, and I think their relationship, the business is kind of like afterwards, but I think they got some type of close, weird relationship. I don't know, like father, like son type of shit. And I think the fact that they've been good with each other, some way, somebody will take a L here or there and they'll come to a settlement. That's a good thing, at least for a lot of Wayne fans, and at least for me, because I check for Wayne a lot. Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. I'm out.